I was going to do this really long opener to say our bases are important in Minecraft and our Minecraft is wonderful and our modern base could look really cool. But you know what? I'm not going to bother. Let's just make it. This is what I'm going to make with you. I think it came out really well. Let's get on and let me show you how I did it. Our base is going to have a footprint of 25 blocks by 33 blocks. First thing I'm going to do is create a perimeter. So I'm going to come to one of the 33 long sides and place a block in the corner and come along 7. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Then going to miss 2 blocks and then I'm going to go all the way around the entire outside. So it will look like that. And I'm now just marking out the floor so I know where I'm going to put stuff. These are the areas where different structures are going to go. I've marked out with buttons so you can count up the different squares. Feel free to pause it and count those. The blues are going to be water based, the greens are going to be gardeny, the light grey there is going to be pathway, the dark grey is wall, and the white is all structure. Let's crack on with it. First up, I'm just going to place some more grey concrete where I've marked it out here. And then I lifted the entire platform up by 1 block. I've got smooth quartz here to signify the floor of what the structure is going to be. We will segment it out a little bit, but that's going to be the footprint. We've got this calcite here. Calcite works really well for a modern pathway. I love the texture. It's just off-white with that grey fleck in it. It's perfect. We'll be detailing up these grassy areas a little bit, and our water pools, this one is 2 deep and this one is 2 and 3 deep. I filled this side with water, but this side hasn't got any water in it yet. And you'll find out why just a little bit later. Now we need to create a bit more structure. I'm going to take this entire area here and build that into a wall going all the way down to there. I think that's going to be a flat wall. This area here, however, is going to have to be quite open. So I'm going to pop blocks on those 2. I'm going to plop a block there and a block there. This is going to be stairs going up to a 2nd level. And I'm going to put a block there, run blocks all the way across to that block and then skip and come there to that block. Not sure what I'm going to do on this side, but definitely this block on the opposite corner is going to come upwards. We may need to put some of this as part wall, some of it as not, and then we're going to build this up so as I've got walls and gaps that I can fill. Most of the gaps we're going to fill with glass panes, again to give that modern look. I built all of the walls up 3 high. That should give enough headroom inside before we put the next layer on, making sure I left plenty of gaps there to be able to put in some glass. Glass in modern builds is so important, but around the outside I also used some single height panes. I needed to make an entrance inside those gardens, so I used some quartz bricks to add an edge to those entrances that are going to be too wide. I then continued to build around with the glass, but in some areas it needs to go up the height of the wall. So in the gaps that become part of the building, I've put 3 high glass panes to give huge large windows. I then added a staircase that will go up to the 2nd level and added some extra building around that empty pool because I've got plans for that, and I put a window behind it. I can already start to see the shape of this modern house coming together. There's a few little mistakes I need to rectify. The end of the glass just behind my shoulder there, that needs to have a block on it, and we also need to separate some of that internal area. I know modern living is supposed to be open plan, but this is perhaps just a little too open plan at the moment. So let's replace that glass pane with a block so it matches that side there, and if we come inside with some more of this concrete, I think what we need to do is to bring a wall across around about the center of this wall. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's 13. So if I count across 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If I pop that there, how is that for a size of room? That looks not too bad. If I come 1, 2, 3, and 4, leave a 1, 2, 3 block gap, 1, 2, 3, and 4. That actually comes in line with that wall, which is quite useful. So let's come 1, 2, leave a 2 block gap. No, let's make it 1, 2, 3, leave a 2 block gap. I think I'll keep that a 3 block gap actually, and then we'll come across so as we meet that wall as well. This could be almost enough actually to be able to break this up. I then need to come across this way, across that way, and that's a 3 block gap as well. This is one huge open entrance hall. We've got a smaller room here and then a larger room here. That feels pretty open plan, but closed off enough to make sure that we can separate some of the rooms. I then brought the level of the concrete blocks up by 1 block. This is going to be where we put the floor of the next level, giving us a 3 block headroom in all of the rooms downstairs. I included going across all of the doorways and across all of the glass areas as well. I'm now going to use more grey concrete to fill in all of the ceilings, except for the part right over in the far corner. I think that one could be a little bit open or use a different block. I'll probably decide when I get there. Using grey concrete blocks will give a smooth finish to the building and allow any second level structure to be able to flow from the first level really easily. I'm really pleased with the way this is looking already. It's very modern, although we are going to have to break up this grey just a little bit before it gets too blocky. I have used a quartz slab here, a smooth quartz slab, and I think it makes a perfect roof for this pool area. If you hadn't already worked it out, that is a pool. What I'm going to do now is put more grey concrete, yes, more grey concrete, come on, trust the process, around the area where we're going to have an upper level structure. And I'm going to start right here. I need this to have a wall all the way around because of the plan that I've got for it. That's going to come across that way as well, and also this way too. I need to kind of separate that bit off. I'm then going to put some wall around most of that edge, along part way down that edge, and then some other walls inset against here, because some of these areas are going to be a patio on the first floor. I reckon this should work. The area closest to us here is an outdoor space, and all of this area is inside. So it's time to build up this first level structure. Now it's quite possible we could have a very small second level as well. I'm not entirely certain yet, but we need to make sure that we've got some windows in the top area, otherwise it's going to be extremely dark. I'm quite happy with this floor being one long sweeping room. We don't have to separate it out. I then need to put a roof on all of that internal space, making sure that I've got a headroom of 3 entire blocks, just like we had on the ground floor. And you know what? I think I am going to give it one more floor, but only a little one. So I'm going to come across there. I'm going to come across 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to come across back again like this and create a C shape going all the way to the edge. I think that is that. And then I'm going to come along this way with another load of bricks, and then on this side I'm going to come level with this, so that's this line here coming through to there, and I'm going to create another C shape right here as well, up a third one, and then coming along like that, 4, 5 and 6, keeping that open, and then I'm going to grab glass and fill in the glass there and there, and the same on this side, there and there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this all the way across the front, and this glass is going to join up so you've got one continuous viewing window. And with that, the structure of the house is complete. There's no detail yet, and we need to add that on, but I like the shape, I like the curves, I like the way we've got lots of light going into there, and it is very, very modern looking, which is what I was trying to achieve. Now, before we do that detailing, I just want to finish off with this little area on the roof here. I've had a plan for this since we started. I'm going to place water there, there and there. That gives a continuous water source right the way along the edge that goes along and down into that pool. It's like a waterfall cascading down there, and this is why I didn't fill up this pool here, because I didn't want it to get disturbed. So I am, however, going to pop one there, one there, one there and one there, and that gives a continuous water source in the bottom as well, and I'm really happy with that. I need just to put one more level on, so grab water there, water there, water there, water there, and one in the middle, so as it all joins up together. That is now as smooth as butter. One flowing water feature going from the first floor to the ground floor. I like that one. We can start detailing now. And I think the best way to give you detailing is in a time lapse. So sit back, relax, enjoy the music, and let's see if we can't make this look a little bit better. I do believe we are done. Let's have a quick look round. We've got an inset entrance down here on the front left-hand side with a garden growing some crops there. Just somewhere nice to be a little bit zen on this side. We've then got another little wooded glen with some plants, a little bit of a hidden chest, and a little bit of coral just on the other side of this glass. Coming to the right hand side, this is somewhere for us to just chill out and sit in the sun. It's very nice. And here we have got ourselves an aquarium. I thought, let's not make a room, let's make an aquarium, because every modern house has got an aquarium, right? There's stairs there up to another level, but we're going to go inside, and inside we've got a lovely luxurious living room with paintings, somewhere to sit, plenty of light coming through to the next room. This one here is the kitchen, little rug. We've got the stuff, the stoves are on, we've got a little bit of a smoking smoker, a few more pictures, plenty of cooking going on. We've got the corpse of what appears to be a really weird squashed dead red squirrel that was a giant, as well as someone, I know I don't know what to tell you about the squirrel, it's just dead and squashed and giant. This is our bed with note blocks at the back, all of our chest and storage right there. Coming through to our pool, and we can look through behind the waterfall there, which I think is quite a nice little touch. You can come into the pool right here, plenty deep enough for you to be able to swim and then step out again. And then we've got ourselves our steps to go up to the next level right here. Up we go, and we've got just a little chill area, a few loungers with some lighting. We've got what looks like a large fried egg on the floor. Steps up to the next level, which we'll check out in just a moment. But out here, we've got somewhere for us to eat al fresco. I love eating outside, so I reckon they probably would too. This comes around to another outside cooking area, a little barbecue, and this is the top of the stairs that we saw just a moment ago. If we come inside here now, back to the fried egg, and we come up to the next level, this is where we do all of our crafting, and our workstations are right there, or the crafting tables downstairs. We've got enchanting, and we have got yet another covered veranda for a little bit of sit and chill right here. Everything you need for a modern house. I'm looking forward to all the comments that will undoubtedly come and tell me what I've forgotten for this modern base, and I'm sure there is absolutely loads. I know there's not a nether portal, for example, but I didn't want to. I didn't think it looked modern enough, but I'm really looking forward to the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will look forward to seeing you in another video. You take it easy now. Bye.